It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Pelicans out in New Orleans. Well, for New Orleans, they've talked about the importance of starting fast, playing with energy right off the tip. Let's face it, no team likes to play catch-up if they can avoid it. We'll see how it works for them tonight. Well, tonight we're going to get to see Kyrie Irving. Plenty of debate over where he stands among the best point guards in the league. Shaq, where do you put him?
Well, first of all, I don't have G14 classification to talk about guards because I'm the ultimate big man. He's in the top handful. Westbrook and Curry are still probably ahead of him. But again, I don't have that classification. But my good friend Kenny does.
Well, as a scorer and a ball handler, Kyrie can hold his own with anybody. And he brings that high entertainment value.
Is that entertaining? Is that entertaining?
That's entertainment. Oh.
Thanks for joining us. We'll try to do better the next time.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans in this interconference matchup. See, we have the front court talent tonight on full display. Talk about what it's like to play against the elite at your position, going mano a mano, you against the best.
Oh, wow. Well, I tell you what, in this league of the best players, you better be ready every night. But to go back to my era, Kev, this was what my week looked like as a Sacramento King in the Western Conference. Play against Dirk Nowitzki on Tuesday. Play against Tim Duncan on Thursday. Play against KG on Friday. And then play against Shaq on Sunday. And then how about Karl Malone again on Tuesday? Oh. So if that doesn't make you lose a little bit of sleep.
Unbelievable.
You must be one of the greatest of all times. It's tough. You got to be focused every night.
Absolutely. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're at the backcourt, and it's Tatum in at the 3. And he gets it to go.
You have got to box out Horford on the glass, given his size.
Payton kicks to Randall. Outside Holiday. Back to Randall. High post, Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, the way Horford positions himself as the shot goes up. I mean, his defensive instincts are just absolutely fantastic.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
2 shots, gentlemen.
That's on Jaylen Brown.
2.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Well, he was drafted 7th in 2014. Randall actually dropped because of injury concerns, but you see he has all the talent in the world.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Davis. Darius Miller comes in for Williams. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Elfrid Payton. And a new group in for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Hayward comes in for Jason Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And it's Rozier in for Irving. Holiday against Rozier. Hayward on the wing. Over Miller. Hayward can hit.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics out in front. They're up by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from a place where, you know, baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and, you know, just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. But people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here, usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and you know, I just believed in it.
Yep, wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I think they played great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
Holiday and Moore, the guards. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Diallo, and it's Miller in at the small forward position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star, and if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A. Both good from the line that time. Actually, Chris, one of the shorter teams last season. The Celtics made up for it with excellent athleticism and length, wingspan.
Oh, yeah, you think about it. Jaylen Brown measured 6'6" in height, but had over a 7-foot wingspan. Rozier smart. You know, they might not be the tallest guys in the world, but, man, they play good.
Now, here is Holiday. That shot missing.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
And that one falls for Smart.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Okafor. Williams comes in for Miller, and it's Payton in for Drew Holiday. The Celtics also changing it up. Marcus Morris is checked in for Aaron Baines. Jason Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Terry Rozier.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's stolen by Morris. Irving against Payton. Irving, good.
Look, he makes the D pay. Irving, if you stay off of him, he likes to torch you with the pull-up.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Randall's checked in for New Orleans. And a change for the Celtics. Brownie's checked in for Marcus Smart. And stolen by Horford.
And 2 for 1, that's what they'd like to get right now.
Yeah, this could come down to the correct play call. But let's see what they do right here. Just not enough space for him to get to the rim. I mean, and the finish is flawless.
Here's more. Following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Irving against Payton. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Kyrie Irving.
You don't have to be in a hurry. They can hold for the last one.
No question. It's not easy to be patient, but you really don't want to give up an extra possession.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Irving.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And so Irving nails both of them.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Payton against Irving. Payton kicks to Davis. Will it go? And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, going up against a big run, trying to mount one of your own, I mean, it's exhausting and takes a tremendous amount of energy here.
And so it's Boston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better. It's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And we talked about it before the game. That's our goal going into the game. That doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They played a determined brand of basketball in the second quarter and began to pull away as we reached the half. That 11-point lead must be looking good to them right now. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
They need to make major adjustments on the offense. Whatever their game plan was going into this game, scrap it. It's not been effective. The shots they were taking were not good shots. They need to find a way to spring guys open where they could shoot a better percentage.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And when everyone's keying on you, you have a choice. Become passive or just work that much harder. He consistently chooses the latter.
Well, that's the mentality of a true competitor. Some guys shrink in the face of a challenge. For him, it's what he plays for.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Pelicans trail by 11. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're at the backcourt. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. And it's Tatum in at the 3 slot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, look, Julius Randle making an effort to up his physical condition. Look, you love his motor, and he wants to be able to handle dealing with larger assignments, as he can often give up height on most plays against most players. He's one of the more consistent presence on the floor.
That free throw good from Randle. And see Webb with Randle's production. He's shown to be versatile in where he can line up as well.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, he came into this league as a small forward, but he has seen some time as a small ball 5. I mean, that's crazy. The focus on conditioning, that's helped him in that regard. He's turned his defense from a weakness into a strength as he continues to improve his game.
The back-to-the-basket scoring obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game by far, still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring when he was in his prime. Now a little bit older, he can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine was his jump hook, because he would float it over bigs so easy.
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Kev. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Irving looking for an opening. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Elfrid Payton. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Oh, Kyrie, come on, tremendous court sense vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with age if he can.
Pass to Diallo. Tatum against Miller. Poke loose. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Irving, and he lays that one in. Irving's got 12.
And right now, Irving is percolating. I mean, he's so good at creating and remaining assertive on offense. Time for the percolate.
Payton against Irving. Payton kicks to Randall. 1 second left, and that's good off the glass that time. Randall's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter, and it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Diallo out there with Darius Miller. And it's Okafor in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Nice job by Hayward, attacking, drawing the contact, getting himself to the line.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Hayward.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. And so he hits both. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
Here's Irving after Drew Holiday's score. Irving attacking, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
One shot.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot.
So for the Pelicans, Davis is checked in for Okafor, Williams comes in for Diallo, and it's Payton in for Moore. And then for Boston, Al Horford, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Marcus Morris comes in for Daniel Tice, and it's Brown in for Rozier.
One shot, gentlemen.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 14. 1:22 left to play in the final quarter. .122 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Davis over Horford, and it's sent back by Horford. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. .115 left in the fourth. And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Pass to Hayward. Morris kicks to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Morris. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And if you want to drive your coach crazy, this is a good place to start.
Come on, man. This is a clown move. Heaving it from the parking lot, showing very little respect for the game.
Here's Irving, following the score by New Orleans. Morris outside over Miller, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Irving. Morris has got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. High post, Davis working on Horford. And that one's good by Davis.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Monster scoring run, but had to do this earlier. Now it shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that.
And here is Irving. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.